You mentioned this intersection of strategy, culture, and leadership, which I love because that's a big part of how we think about our own work. So go back to kind of the early days as you started, Olin Brown's development journey. What was happening kind of in the business at that time? What was the strategy? What was the firm dealing with externally at that moment in time?
Was a real inflection point for the firm in terms of going to the next level, and what was it going to take in the organization to achieve that. And I honestly, I don't think what we were facing at the time was different than most organizations experience at some point in their evolution. We needed to strengthen relationships between team members across the firm. We needed to really build that solid pipeline of leadership capability for the future. Um, we had team members who had been promoted into people leadership roles because they were good at something else. They were technically solid, subject matter experts, really talented individuals, but we hadn't invested in developing them as leaders. We also had 6 different offices, or we have 6 different offices, and we wanted to ensure that we didn't have 6 different cultures. We've grounded our culture and values, and we really believe that if we focused on leadership development, that would allow us to instill the values and expectations around our culture as the firm grows to its next level. We feel that culture and leadership, they're inseparably linked, and our leaders can shape the culture through both what they do consciously, what they do unconsciously in their actions, and so we wanted and needed them to be the best leaders, and to do that, they needed to be clear on their role and be held accountable for shaping that culture.
Yeah, so there's a lot of really valuable insights there right off the bat, right? That understanding of the context and the strategy that you talk about, the appreciation that in many ways, it's leaders who set the tone for the culture every single day. And then ultimately, as you said, right, at an inflection point, there is often a significant step change in the expectations of leaders. And you kind of articulated that. So with that kind of clear in your mind, how did you embark on kind of delivering on that, that really ambitious objective of really supporting leaders, helping them be more accountable, and lead the firm into the future.
So in terms of strengthening our leadership accountability across the firm, it started with our commitment to stay the course. This wasn't going to be a once and done flavor of the month endeavor, or this too shall pass, something coming out of HR. We've been at it for 8 years now, and I don't think we'll ever be done.
Yeah.
We had to work through points of resistance with some individuals. We had to help those reluctant stakeholders understand and own their role as leaders. And we also had to be clear about what it meant to be a leader at Alden Brown. What does that mean? What are the expectations?
Yeah.
I would say we had to be courageous in calling out behaviors and actions that weren't aligned with our culture and values.